passport?
Yes, sir.
Your driver's license?
Thank you. Thank you.
This side you
Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Chevy Dude. Before I begin the content of this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn all your bell notifications on so you don't miss an upload. Most importantly, if you communicate or contact the Bachman Auto Group in any sort of fashion, make sure you tell them that I'm the reason you are here, and make sure that you ask for me so I can help you purchase your next car here at Bachman Auto Group. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Sitting here in the middle of Shelby Road here in Louisville, Kentucky. And if you look right back here, we can see we've got the lovely police back here. Now, I love the police. The police do a fantastic job here in Louisville, Kentucky. But this gentleman here wanted to decide to yell at me on the street, and I yelled back, and now I'm probably gonna get a pretty hefty ticket. So we'll see what happens here.
Eventually.
Always scary when they're on the phone with each other. Don't know why they're on the phone. But when police officers call each other, it's usually not a good thing. So this guy's probably mad that I yelled back at him. So I figured, why not just show you rather than tell you? We take this off-ramp right here to get off Interstate 64. At the time of this filming, this isn't very congested right here. So you can imagine at 8:45 in the morning during the rush hour in Louisville, the traffic is a little bit heavier than what I am seeing now. Then we come up to another exit when we're coming off the road, and this is a 2-lane exit. And then the 2 lanes turns into 3 lanes because you can exit either to the right or to the left, depending on which way you want to go here. Now that lane over there only turns right, so you can get onto Shelbyville Road here. Now you can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lanes right here. So I was in this lane just like this, and I came up to the light. All of this over here is congested. I cannot get over any way, shape, or form. So you can see this lane here that I'm currently in, and the lane over there goes to the right. So now we are down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes. So I'm in the number 1 lane from the right. So then we start going just like this. I'm trying to get over. There's no way that I can get over on this day in question. Well, this lane here becomes an only lane. So up right about where that Ford is, I see something impeding traffic. So I jump up there and I get in front of that white Ram pickup truck. Now, just like I'm here, this lane begins to only have a turn lane. So I have to get over one more time. Just like I'm doing now, put my turn signal over, get over, not cutting anybody off. Well, I happen to, when I get up to about right in this area across the intersection, the left lane becomes open. So I go ahead and I get over this lane right here. And I'm just traveling. This is like a 40, 45 mile an hour speed limit. Not that big of a deal. I'm just driving up here and minding my own business, listening to some music. And of course, I had the top off, which I don't have today because it's only 55 degrees outside, as you can see there. And at this point, someone is saying something to me. I don't know what it is. And I see it, it's that white Ram truck that I just had politely and courteously, with my turn signal on, merged in front of. And I'm like, oh, maybe this is a fan. Maybe this is somebody that says, hey, cool car. Well, I turn my radio down to hear what they're saying, and this guy is screaming at the top of his lungs, you need to learn how to drive. And I'm like, oh, wow, I'm being road raged, right? So I then just kind of like stand my ground just to let the person know that, hey, listen, you can't yell at me, whatnot. So I yell back, you need to learn how to drive. You're back there impeding traffic. And I use that terminology because most people don't understand what impeding traffic is. They don't hear it. And it's a little bit of authoritative voice and authoritative word to throw out to somebody. Well, then as I'm yelling that back to him, I realize there's a patch on what is his left shoulder. And I'm like, huh, I'm processing that, right? And I'm like, oh, I can't read it. It must be a police officer. from out of the area, not here in Louisville, because it did not look like something that I had known. Again, a lot of my friends, a lot of my colleagues are police, fire, medics. So I know a lot of police officers right where we live. I know all the police officers where I live, where I work at in Jeffersontown, Kentucky. I know a lot of the police officers on that. We converse, we have sports cars, we have good times together outside of work and off camera. So then I'm like, oh crap, that's a police officer. I'll shut up because I don't really want to get into confrontation. And then he pulls me over and issues me a ticket. All right, here they finally come. About 15-minute traffic stop.
Mr. Davenport?
Yes, sir.
Your driver's license?
Thank you. Thank you.
I just cited you for careless driving.
Okay.
I've given you a court date of September the 12th, 2019, 7 p.m. down 600 West Jefferson, all right?
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Careful when you pull off.
Yep. Have a great day. And here's what the ticket said. Officer observed listed vehicle make unsafe lane changes eastbound US 60, cutting off vehicles as it changed lanes, causing other drivers to hit their brakes. Driver of listed vehicle continued to drive in an unsafe, careless fashion in heavy traffic. So how one can make unsafe lane changes in rush hour traffic is beyond me, because we were doing 10 miles an hour, right? And then someone hitting their brake lights is a ticketable offense. Come on now. This guy was just mad at me. He was extremely upset that I questioned his authority. I yelled back at him, not knowing that it was road rage. I will also say this. When he pulled me over, I do not have this on camera, but when he pulled me over, he started to ask the kind of routine questions that police officers ask you to entrap you and to incriminate you. I don't play that game. It's not going to happen. So I was kind of still heated, and he's like, hey, where are you headed to? And I just looked at him and said, listen, I'm not answering any of your stupid questions. I used a very, very strong, assertive tone, and I was much condescending to this police officer. Again, a lot of my friends are police officers. It was heat of the moment, passion of the moment, and it was just kind of interesting that he pulled me over and did that. So as I'm walking away and approached the St. Matthews Police Department, I noticed and observed that there is a black Ram. So they have the white Ram that I got pulled over, and then they have this black Ram. So this kind of shows you that you would never suspect a Ram truck like that to be a police officer and pull you over. So after the traffic stop, I went and got my hair cut, and I simply got back to work, and I scanned the ticket in and I sent it off to my attorney. Told my attorney he was going to look into it, and I thought I was cleared. I thought this ticket was gonna be all done because the police officer did not turn the ticket in on time. I don't know the full details, but in a nutshell, you have X amount of days to turn the ticket in, and the police officer turned it in 1 day late. So I'm like, well, sweet. He didn't do his job, so we're gonna cancel this ticket, right? And he says, yeah, but the police officer's not very happy with you, and he's gonna press this on a little bit longer. And I said, well, why is he not happy with me? And he says, well, he wasn't real happy that you posted the meme on Instagram and Facebook. And I started laughing. I'm like, oh no, another Facebook post that I'm getting in trouble on. So on Facebook and Instagram, which by the way, links are in the description below if you want to follow me there, I posted this Instagram and Facebook meme, and where it was funny that I got pulled over, I did physically tag St. Matthews Police Department because I was a little upset because he mischarged me, he mistreated me, and he road raged me, and then pulls me over and gives me a ticket. He should have wrote himself a ticket for the way he acted and how unprofessionally he was in that instance. Now, I don't know this guy, right? I don't know him. He's probably one of the most professional police officers in the world. But that instance, he was not. And again, not hating on the police, not saying anything negative about the police. And I don't want this video to be negative about the police. But that was this instant, okay? So I said, okay, well, it is what it is. But I'm not going to take any points on my license. I'm not going to be convicted of any charge or infraction or penalty of moving violation. So I'm not going to happen. I said, so you just need to fight it. So fast forward to October, I'm in Los Angeles on business, and I'm talking to an attorney, and he's like, hey, listen, this guy's really pressing the issue. He doesn't want to give up. He's going to, make us go to court and stuff like that. And I told my attorney, fine, go to court. I said, I want to fight this ticket. He wasn't just going to give up on the ticket and whatnot. So now we have to physically go to court over a traffic ticket and have a jury decide if I'm guilty or not guilty, or maybe just a judge. I don't know. Never done this before. So I asked my attorney, I said, how much is this going to cost me? He told me. I thought about it for 2 seconds. I said, fight it. I'll pay you the money. I said I'd rather pay you the money and fight it and not have the points on my license than pay the insurance company or anybody else money for having points on my license. So lo and behold, my attorney did a fantastic job. He fought it and it's gone. $180 in court costs and fines. I don't even know what it was, but there's no points on my license, no conviction, nothing like that, because this police officer mischarged me. He used his power and position of authority, and I think he abused that. And I told my attorney that I'm almost half tempted to file a formal complaint on this police officer. And I said, actually, you know, if this goes to escalate anymore and I have any more losses of income and whatnot, that I may just sue the department as well. I'm not going to do any of one of those things. That was just conversation that we had. But what do you think? Do you think I should do anything different? So in closing, my 2020 Corvette is built. I'm excited to put it in this spot right here because that Corvette will go over there, and I'm excited to have that in the driveway here very, very soon. So if you haven't watched my channel before, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn all your bell notifications on, leave a thumbs up for YouTube's algorithm, leave a comment below, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day and drive safely.